Wolfenstein. They did it. They've announced a new game in the Wolfenstein franchise, and it's called Wolfenstein Youngblood. Last night at the Bethesda press conference, Yen Matisse came out, he's the creative director of Machinegames, and he showed a brief teaser for the new game. And the things that we know for sure are that you play as the twin daughters of BJ Blazkowicz. It takes place in the 1980s, and it's in Paris, and it looks cool. But if you're a huge Wolfenstein nerd like me, and you look really closely, there's probably some other stuff we can figure out as well. First off, I don't think this is the next full entry in the new rebooted Wolfenstein series, and there's a couple reasons why. First of all, I just don't think they've had enough time. Wolfenstein New Order came out in 2014, Wolfenstein New Colossus came out in 2017. I don't think the 2019 release date for Youngblood would really give them time to make a game of the size and scope of either of those two games. Another reason is in the titling of the game. Shortly after the New Order, Machinegames released a standalone expansion called the Old Blood. It seems like they're following suit here, so I think that the Youngblood will be to the New Colossus what the Old Blood was to the New Order. Number 2, power armor is back. The Dacia power armor first showed up in the New Order, where it was worn by your best friend Caroline Becker, and then it shows up again in the New Colossus, where you finally get to wear it as the player. It gives the player enhanced movement and speed and abilities, so I can assume that we're going to have those same abilities in Youngblood. I think it's also safe to assume that the two characters are going to have different skill sets. So they said that the entirety of the game is playable in co-op, and throughout the trailer we saw the two characters using sort of different approaches. One of them was going to town on a big heavy bag, and the other one was always seen with a scoped long gun. I think it's reasonable to guess that depending on which character you choose, you'll have a different combat experience. This last one's kind of a long shot, but I think Youngblood might be on its own distinct timeline, and here's why. In the final shot that we see of the twins, one of them is holding the diesel Kraftwerk and one of them is holding the laser Kraftwerk. See, at the beginning of the New Colossus, you make a decision that creates two timelines, and one of the many effects of that decision is which signature weapon BJ Blazkowicz has. In one timeline, he has the laser Kraftwerk, in the other, he has the diesel Kraftwerk. You can never have both. Now, it would be easy enough for Machinegames to write a line of exposition that explains why both of these weapons exist in this world, but the fact that they're both there, combined with the fact that there are two sets of power armor and that the war is still going in the 1980s, makes me think this might be its own third distinct timeline. Speculation aside, I'm really excited to play as BJ's powerful babies in their matching Sarah Connor tank tops. So if you also watched the teaser trailer and you noticed any hidden touches, let us know down in the comments, and make sure you stay tuned for more video coverage from Polygon.com.